The following is a presentation of Muddy River Sports.
Welcome to another episode of Schuck on a Truck. I'm Muddy River Sports editor Matt Schuckman, hanging out at QU Stadium. The Gems are wrapping up their summer season, and the guy sitting next to me has had one heck of a summer. Well, a couple summers here playing at QU Stadium. Lucas Loos, Payson native, now going to Eastern Illinois University, transferring there, going to play there for your 1 year of eligibility left, right?
Oh, yeah.
So, heck of a year. John Wood product. We could go on and on with the list of accolades, but you're just having fun playing ball, aren't you?
I am. I really am.
Thanks for doing this.
Yep, no problem.
It's been an interesting summer, hasn't it?
It has.
You guys have didn't get off to the greatest of start, but really have turned it on and now have qualified for the playoffs.
Yep.
What made that possible?
I think the team really started coming together more and just like relaxing and having more fun. And, I don't know, we came up with winning celebrations out in the outfield after we win. I think that just brings everyone together more.
You got to do something to make it fun, to make it lively, don't you?
You do, yeah.
Who was the instigator of some of that?
Probably Jack Ziebig and
Okay.
Jimmy Koza.
Okay.
And I would also put in, like, I don't know, a bunch of guys, honestly.
Yeah.
Easton Maines, Joe Siervo.
Were you part of it?
I'm not a big celebration guy, so they're the ones that had to bring me into that.
I kind of figured as much. We've been through this a time or two. We've seen whether it was high school sports or college stuff. You're pretty matter of fact.
Yes.
Has that always been you?
It has. I feel like I'm not really outgoing, really.
Yeah.
Try and show much of myself, but yeah.
Have you had to kind of maybe break out of that shell a little bit as college sports has gone on?
Yeah, and someone who really did help me do that my freshman year was Andrew Fay. He
Okay.
got there and told me from day one, I'm going to get you out of your shell, and I said, no, you're not, and he did. So.
Well, he's a guy who is energetic, who's outgoing, charismatic.
He is.
I could see him trying to do that.
Yeah.
But what did that mean to you? That somebody was like, okay, I want to see you succeed. I want to see you blossom. I'm going to get you out of your shell.
It's pretty important in the process of being able to develop as a player around a bunch of new guys.
Yeah.
He kind of made me connect more with him and the rest of the team, and that kind of helps me feed off the team and them feed off me, and it just brings more success to everyone.
Well, and now you're going to be in that situation again going to Eastern. Obviously, okay, you played at John Wood for 2 years, transferred to Oakland University, played there last spring, got into the transfer portal, and now you're headed to Eastern. Again, new situation, new guys. Do you know very many of the guys that play there?
I've played summer ball with one of the guys there, and
Okay.
then I've met a couple of the other guys playing summer ball in the Prospect League this year, and then Alex Stevenson, who was my lifting coach at John Wood my sophomore year, he's also going to be a coach there now as well this year. Yep.
So there's a little bit of familiarity there,
Mm-hmm.
but you're going to have an adjustment.
Yep.
Are you excited about it though?
I am. I think playing summer ball the past 3 years has really helped me kind of be able to connect with new guys faster.
Yeah, I can see that. The how was the transfer portal for you? Because I've heard horror stories about the transfer portal. I've heard really good stories. You know, you hear different things from coaches, from players and stuff. What was it like going into the transfer portal for you?
I just kind of took it slow and made sure it wasn't too stressful on myself, and I just took my time with things and figured out what I thought was the best decision.
What was the most important thing for you when you went into the transfer portal? What did you want to find?
I wanted to find coaches that kind of stuck with me longer than just one time and kind of showed that they really have interest in me and want to see me succeed and develop at their school.
I know Oakland was quite a ways from home.
Yep.
Is going to Eastern, was that part of it? Part of the thought process of a little closer for mom and dad, a little closer for girlfriend, a little closer for all the people that want to see you play?
Distance is definitely a benefit to this, but I've been really focused on distance since I was at Oakland for a year, so it kind of made me a little bit more comfortable with further away from home, but it's definitely a benefit being only 3 hours this time.
You know, if you need something, mom and dad aren't too far away.
Yeah.
Which is a good thing. Well, mom and dad's support has been there from day one. I know how much they supported you at Payson. I know how much, they were at every home game, and I know they probably were at every road game at John Wood if they could be. How important has that support been throughout your career?
I think it's been huge just having someone there showing me that they care as well, and even both of them will help me go practice and help me get better if I don't have anyone else.
Because Mom will jump in and help, won't she?
She will sometimes.
Will she throw BP?
She won't throw overhand, no.
That's okay, though.
Yeah.
Right? Will she get in there and give you a little soft toss?
She has, yep.
Okay, good. I like that. I like that. Well, it's paid off because the numbers have been incredible. The numbers at John Wood were incredible. And this summer, the numbers have been great again. Leading the Prospect League in home runs, right there in RBIs. Just what has made that possible? What has made the consistency in the offensive side of things possible for you?
Well, if there's a runner in scoring position, especially with less than 2 outs, I'm just thinking get that guy in, help the team win, because at the end of the day, the only thing I'm really worried about is the team winning. And I think other guys getting on base and Andrew Fay giving me signs down at first if he can get them.
Yeah.
That also helps.
Helps when you know what's coming.
Yeah.
The power, is it natural? Is it something that you had to make a concerted effort? I want to be more powerful at bat.
I mean, other people will probably tell me that I've always had power growing up, but I think just after high school and even in high school, just being taught to get in the weight room has really helped me be more successful as an athlete.
Well, if I remember correctly, in high school, I mean, obviously you had the physical build, but it was part of that was because you got in the weight room.
Yeah.
How much do you enjoy being in the weight room?
Sometimes it's hard to get in there,
Yeah.
but I just tell myself mentally, like, you got to do it. You need to if you want to be better, and that's what kind of gets me in there every week.
I know going back a few years, you had a successful basketball career, Payson. Probably could have opened some doors if you wanted to play small school, college basketball or stuff like that. But baseball was what you wanted to do, wasn't it? That it's paid off, hasn't it?
I think so.
Not too bad.
Yeah.
What is it about baseball that you love?
Growing up, that's pretty much all I did. I feel like in the backyard with my dad, and then we finally made a basketball court in our yard, and that's what got me playing basketball more. But my brother Tyler and Lance, they both loved baseball, and then my grandparents liked watching me play both. But then at the end of the day, hitting the ball hard is a lot more fun than shooting threes to me.
Is baseball something that could be part of your future? Who knows what'll happen after next year, EIU, whether you get an opportunity to continue playing or not. We'll see with that. But could just doing something with baseball be a part of your future?
Possibly. I've thought maybe about coaching, but I'm not. I don't know. It's hard. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Right.
I guess.
Have you given into the idea or given thought to the idea of, hey, if something might work out, I'd like to play beyond next year?
That would be extremely awesome. I'd be very grateful to be able to do that, but I'm not. I'm just trying to get better every day now, and if that happens, it'll happen.
Another summer with the Gems, and obviously we talked about the home runs, RBIs, and the playoff bid. But what has made just being here, QU Stadium? We're taping this at QU Stadium. What has made playing here fun?
Really, just family and friends come out to almost every game and watch me play, and I just think that's a pretty cool experience to have whenever you have so many people there supporting you and you can be able to play in front of them.
Did you come to Gems games growing up?
I did. My grandparents would take me quite a bit, and playing for them now is just kind of cool because I was growing up watching them, and now I'm on the team.
Well, and I think that's the neat thing about local kids, whether it's you from Payson or kids that grow up in Quincy or even on the other side of the river, is they come to games growing up, and I don't know, did you get an autograph or two when you were growing up?
I might have. I can't remember that much.
But those things tend to linger and remind you of how much fun it was growing up. When the kids run up to you and ask for an autograph, what's that mean to you?
It's kind of cool. It makes me feel like that they look up to me, and that maybe I can just be a role model for them later on in their life, even, and help them out in some way. Yeah,
any opportunity to kind of pass along the game, right?
Yeah.
That's cool. Well, obviously, we're wrapping up the regular season. Here, you're at home. As we recording this on Friday afternoon. You're at home tonight, on the road tomorrow night, and then playoffs on Sunday. Is this team capable of surprising a lot of people and making a run to the title?
I think any team's capable of it. I just think it's whoever's better that day in the playoffs.
Yeah.
But I think we can do it. It may be hard, but I mean, there's definitely a chance. I'm not going to say no.
You're on a streak. I mean, you guys are playing well, have been playing well for the last few weeks. what has made that possible? Is there anything about the game? Obviously, you talk about the energy and the celebrations and stuff that have made everybody kind of come together. Is there anything you guys are doing exceptionally well on the field that has made that possible?
I think pitching has stepped up a lot, and then also I also think the bats have come more alive than they did in the first half, especially. Like, I think we've been hitting the ball pretty hard consistently.
Yeah. It just took guys some time, didn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And you've been through that.
Yeah.
Well, keep hitting home runs, keep piling up those numbers, and keep enjoying the game, because that's what baseball's about. Yeah. Baseball's about having fun and enjoying the game, and you seem to enjoy it a lot.
I do.
That's great. That's great. Well, enjoy EIU.
Thank you.
The original home of Jimmy John's.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the very first Jimmy John's was in Charleston. I am too. That's why I brought it up. So, so there you go. You'll have to go check it out. I believe the original building is still there.
All right.
So there's your tidbit for when you get to Charleston. For Lucas Loos, I'm Matt Schuckman. This has been another episode of Schuck on a Truck.
Muddy River Sports. Our home, our sports.